Match at the MCG, North Melbourne returned to the winners list against Sydney, even though the Swans booted 19 goals to half-time. After the interval, however, the Swans could manage only 2 goals to be overrun in one of the heaviest scoring matches in league history. Michael Roberts reports.
Having capitulated in their last 3 matches, North was looking for a promising start, but it was the Swans that struck first. The Roos hit back with their big men marking everything and their on-ball players doing the hard things. But the Swans steadied with a great effort from Mitchell, and when Warwick Kappa marked and snapped truly, they led by 20 points at quarter time. Kappa's confidence was riding high. And with the brilliant Greg Williams dominating the centre, his teammates were having an armchair ride. Both sides went on a goal-kicking spree, but it was Sydney's accuracy that was the difference, and at the main change they led by 5 goals. North regrouped, and it was their experienced players that led the way. First through John Longmire.
Oh, it bends back for a beauty.
Then McCarthy.
Centre half forward. McCarthy! What a magnificent leap.
The Roos, running in numbers, battled off 6 goals to 1 to set up a thrilling last quarter.
Over the top, North Melbourne will score through Sean Smith.
Within a minute, North took the lead and never looked back, steamrolling a disappointing Swans by 54 points.
Welcome back. At the MCG today, North Melbourne and Sydney were both chasing their second win of the season. The Roos keen to make amends after 3 consecutive drubbings in excess of 70 points. Sydney's form, however, has been slightly better. They were competitive against Adelaide at Essendon, in the middle of which they bobbed up for that win against Richmond. At the selection table, North recalled Jose Romero and David Dwyer for Mark Brayshaw and Anthony Stevens, while for Sydney, Gareth John and Ian Roberts were out injured and Craig Nettlebeck was omitted from the side. Tunbridge, West and Wheeler were recalled. Our commentators today, Drew Morfitt and Ian Robertson. We pick up play now with some highlights of the first half.
And the Swans come out of it. Love gets the hand pass wide. Off the ground, Carroll. Might be a goal. Yes!
And we're just in the early part of this first term. There's a good mark taken by Sean Smith. Hand passes away to Spargo. Spargo, a long kick to the goal front. This will bounce through for a goal to North. Spots a player wide. It's Dwyer. Dwyer runs inside 50, may go for goal. David Dwyer, lovely kick by Dwyer, is North's 3rd goal. No, it wasn't Chandler. Now Williams, caught around the neck, gets it away to Mitchell. Mitchell's kick across his shoulder is going to go through for a goal to the Swans. Good kick, Barry Mitchell. Doesn't mess around, kicks it quickly to centre half forward. Kappa at the back. Smith gets back for North Melbourne. He's pulled off the football. Love goes for goal, and the Swans have got their 6th. But he was a bit stiff. Greg Williams usually gets a better kick to it than that. The kick goes wide. Murphy, very talented player, David Murphy. Lovely kick to the front of the square. Kappa too early. He kicks it, and he may have kicked a goal. It's all clear a goal. What a wonderful step by Kappa.
Off he goes to Higgins. Now wide for Cordy. And the Swans out of defence. Oh, not out of defence. What a smother that was by Sean Smith. North ball now. Schwass sweeps the hand pass up. Storitsky, his hand pass is blocked by Lloyd. Smith has to go in and do it again. McCarthy for North. Out to Smith. Well played, Sean Smith. Cap it off some. Out wide to Rock. Rock goes for the goal and kicks a beauty.
Smith kicks it to the front of the goals. A good disciplined kick, but 2-on-1 for the Swans. And they come out on top in front of McCarthy. Henwood takes the mark.
Well, Sean Smith's been one of the stars of the first quarter. 9 possessions. The kick back to centre wing to Greg Williams. And what a star he is too. He's had 9 possessions now himself. Away it goes to Kelly. Short of the goal square. Kappa in the chop here. Comes back to Kappa. Bit fortunate. Left foot snap from a standing start. Here's another one. Kappa's kick free.
Hayes tries to tap it further, cleared for him. Now the ball finishes with Carroll. Kicks it nicely from a 1 or 2 metre start. Oh, look at that! Kappa! What a magnificent jump. And he's finished up marking it on his stomach.
Kappa 50 metres, goes for the goal from the goal square and kicks his 4th.
A good punch away by Tui. Goes back towards half forward. Look at this man. Geez, composed. He seemed to have hours to get rid of it. Goes away and the kick, it's a goal. Kick by Carroll.
High kick to full forward. McCarthy, who's spoiled by Longmire. Maybe Longmire spoiled by McCarthy, but the two of them fighting for each other for the ball. German, great hand pass, and Romero kicks a goal.
Gallagher gets the tap out, knocks it towards centre-half forward. Swans go back, but Rock. Lovely hand pass. Larkin should goal from here. 40 metres out directly in front. Punts for goal and puts it through.
Thing coming. Overrun by Chandler. Well, North defence letting the ball get behind them. Mitchell into Williams. Williams to Capper at full forward. Capper climbs and marks spectacularly. This for goal number 5 and his best haul of the season.
Carroll's kick up towards centre-half forward. Getting back is Smith, helping out Storitsky. Ball comes out the back, right. Shares it with Kelly. Kelly for North Melbourne, kicks for goal. It's another goal to the Swans.
And Greg Williams, to this stage, 6 kicks and 12 hand passes, and he's got about 13 minutes to go in the second quarter. Longmire takes the hand pass, and the man who led the goal kickers last year gets his first today.
And the aerial work of these players has been terrific. Spargo punts for goal. North eventually get one on the board. Spargo's kicked his third. Ross Smith to kick the ball back into play for North Melbourne. Goes straight up the ground. No mark taken. Williams holds it up just nicely. Mitchell takes the hand pass. Mitchell makes no mistake with those. They're bread and butter stuff.
Hand pass is knocked down by Lloyd. Harris into Rock. Further afield to German. German been a star for North. Caps it off with a goal.
And kicks it long up towards full forward. Capper in front. No, it's punched away. Williams is there, so is Larkin. Kicked by Mitchell. Close to the goal line. It bounces through. Mitchell gets his fourth.
Kenzie comes down to Williams. Gee, you'd like to be playing near Greg Williams. Lewis took advantage this time and kicks a goal. Easy as you like.
About G. Williams, number 2 in the Swans, Guernsey. 6 kicks and 15 of the most magnificent hand passes you've ever seen. Applied the tackle, but let the player get clear. This time it's Spargo. And Paul Spargo punts for goal, and he puts it through for his fourth.
An amazing half of football. 19 goals kicked by the Sydney Swans up until the main change. 19-6 great kicking, and North Melbourne had 13-12 on the board. The Swans by 5 goals at the main change. We're going back to the third quarter now, and Sydney is still leading, but only by 17 points.
The Swans lead by 17 points, 28 to 16-15.
In this quarter, North have kicked 3-3 to the Swans 1-2. Williams dragged down when he'd lost the ball. Actually, the tackler a bit stiff then. He wasn't to know the ball had spilt a free. Bit unlucky, Chandler. Free kick to Williams in the direction of Capper. Spoiled by Martin. Carroll off the ground trying his second soccer kick goal. Charging straight at it, Smith. And again for Larkin. Larkin's left footer up short of centre wing. Carey nudges out Tui. Free kick to Tui.
They've had a great battle, those two. Tui probably in front at this stage because his defensive work has certainly restricted Carey's opportunities.
Kicked by Bernard Tui. Capper works to the front. Flicks to the back to Brayshaw. High kick, no distance. And a mark to Carroll. You can nearly kick it from here. Breeze at his back from that side of the ground. And Dennis Carroll about 60 metres out. No, it's a bit off the hands to Martin. And that's out of bounds on the full. Now, this could be a goal to Murphy, although a difficult shot from this pocket.
David Murphy kicking from just inside 50 metres. Forward line, only one move coming so far from Stevie Wright. So Murphy looking to kick it. No, he's going in short. Pass is okay, and the player leading has been given the mark. It's Love, is it? Love, who's kicked 3 goals. Not a bad effort in the finish because the pass was a little high. Had to stand his ground and eventually took it at the second grab. 7 kicks, 5 hand passes to Jason Love. Breeze just strengthening a little will make it difficult, but he does it pretty well in the finish and kicks his 4th goal. So Jason Love, 4 out of 21's not a bad effort, playing at half forward pocket, 21-8 to 16-15, and the Swans, that really was a badly needed goal to stem the tide from North Melbourne.
And against your old team, they'd be pretty sweet, those 4 goals. Back in the centre again. Tunbridge gets it down. Kelly pulled off his kick. Murphy, but marked in defence by Fairley. He puts it out wide. Chandler. Jeff Chandler coming up to Bays, drawing the man. Pops it over the top to McCarthy. Back to Chandler. Good 1-2. And he goes for a bit of distance. Sean Smith streams out. Wheeler gets there to make a contest of it. Roving Romero. Oh, the wrong man, Spargo. And desperation. I bet it's Smith. Can't even see him. Number 32 again. Kept that ball in. Sean Smith, he's done it all day.
And Chandler, who made the run around this member's wing then, has got blood streaming from a cut over his right eye.
Ball up right in front, about 40 to 45 metres out for North. Oh, Gallagher, easily. It's too easy, that. German kicks a goal.
So back to 17 points in the Swans' favour. Tunbridge. Oh, Williams, was he held? No. Yes, he was. Eventually the free kick goes to the brilliant centre man from Sydney. Coming up for his 30th possession. I said before the game, if he got 60 possessions, they'd nearly win it. Well, he's halfway there. Kicking towards full forward. No mark. Yes, a great effort by Brayshaw in front of young Lewis. And Brayshaw takes the mark at half-back. He transfers play straight across the ground. Leading out here is Chandler. He's playing on Williams. Kick short is okay. Mark is taken by Scholl. Handball over the top. Spargo. Run on quickly. Williams is close to you. He does. Kicks it into the full forward area. Out in front, Longmire. The bounce is not handy for Longmire. And eventually it's taken over by Lloyd. About 25 to 30 metres around from the North Melbourne goal. Swans lead, but it's being pegged back. Lloyd in trouble. Rock, good tackle. Knocked away by Henwood. Goes back towards Toohey. Kicked off the ground by Tunbridge is ineffective. Good hand pass by Gallagher. Goes back to Spargo. Spargo across his left side in towards centre half forward. McCarthy! What a magnificent leap by the great McCarthy. And he's marked about 30 metres out directly in front.
That was like a Michael Roach mark from years ago. He got up so high he had to lean down for it.
Great effort, John McCarthy. He's kicked one. Should kick this directly in front, 30 metres. Oh, he's let himself down. Johnny McCarthy, 1 goal, 3. And the difference, 16 points.
Henwood kicking in. To the front to Rock. Romero, great hand pass. Larkin runs onto it. He loves the left foot. Right through the middle. Matthew Larkin kicks his 3rd, 2nd this quarter. North right back in it, trailing by 10 points.
Oh, great play. Anthony Rock getting a pat on the back from Wayne Carey. Finishing with Larkin. And really, North Melbourne look better when Matthew Larkin is roaming around the ground getting possessions. His 3rd goal, and it pulls North to within 10 points. 134 plays 124. Gallagher misses it. So does Tunbridge. Gallagher goes after it again. Kick out by Kelly. Doesn't go very far. Chandler's doing well in the clinches. Kick to centre wing. Eustace should have grabbed that. Lewis should have. Spargo goes in with desperation in front of Higgins. And the umpire calls for a bounce. The North fans have come to their feet now. Certainly something to shout about. North Melbourne making some sort of a charge. They started this quarter at 13-12. And they've progressed.
5-4 to 2-2 this quarter.
Doing well.
Larkin to Spargo in plenty of space. Oh, Longmire 30 metres in the quarter. And a straight kick here by Longmire would put North within a straight kick. And you can just see the spirit amongst the North players. Earlier on, goals were coming at such a rate that it was almost, oh, there's another one. But now they're running the length of the field to pat teammates on the head. Longmire, oh, he's missed his third for the quarter. And North could have been well in front had he kicked all those, all gettable. Longmire has kicked 2-4.
He doesn't get enough from his opportunities, really, Johnny Longmire, does he? Drew last year on, if I remember correctly, going for his 100th goal out at Waverley against Collingwood in the last game. Kicked something like about 2-8 or something. Similar to that, anyway. Kick in goes to centre-half back. North Melbourne have got the numbers here. Streaming from centre-half back is Brayshaw. He's done well back in that position. Bouncing ball is awkward. Ramiro gathers unselfishly to Rock. Here's another North Melbourne goal. No, Rock, oh, sprays it badly. It's out of bounds on the full. And a consoling pat on the head by Ramiro for his fellow small man Anthony Rock. Oh, there's a great leap by Scholl. Can't quite grab it. Rock is in the action again. Tackled by Higgins. Getting back Bays, gives it to Mitchell. Mitchell's torpedo punt kick goes towards the centre wing. Punched away from behind by Fairley, but he had his arm on the shoulder, and the free kick will go to West.
Well, that was pretty tough. West to half forward. Kappa kicked 5 to half time. Haven't seen it since then. Flipped out. It goes to Chandler. Over the top to Brayshaw. North getting out of defence. Rock, hand passes chopped off by West, who knocks it out of play just as it looked as though Fairley was going to dash away with it. So still a really good contest going on. We have had now 39 goals aggregate, and there is 9 points the difference.
Very interesting game still here at the MCG. Either team can win it. And again, at number 30 for North Melbourne. You've got to admire him because he's a very, very hard man to beat, Jeff Chandler. Boundary throw in. Gallagher gets it. Williams collects it beautifully. Kicks it to the front of the goals. Kappa. No, punched away by Martin. Good play. Kept his footing nicely, but he's going to be under pressure here. Oh, he goes out of bounds. Could have nearly been a free kick for deliberate. No, umpire calls for the boundary to throw it in. And it's just inside the 50-metre line. So the Swans are a chance to score here. Tunbridge coming in from behind. Gallagher's not in the contest, but he takes it like a ruck rover and then gives it to German. Now North Melbourne can rebound from half-back. Peter German, kick towards centre-half forward. Carey and Toohey. Out comes McCarthy. Breaks the tackle. John McCarthy. Oh. Short pass is beautiful. Longmire over the top. North Melbourne will score through Sean Smith.
High-scoring game, but all pointed to a thriller in the final quarter. The Swans 134 to North 132 at the final change. Let's get back to our commentators now, Drew Morfitz and Ian Robertson.
Well, stay seated, folks, because there's some excitement in store for you. After 3 quarters, Sydney lead North Melbourne by 2 points. 30 minutes of action here at the MCG to see who can come out with their second win of the season between North Melbourne and the Swans. The mark is taken.
Has he got the distance? Carey, he's got it. And Sean Smith nearly hugged the air out of Wayne Carey after he took the mark, and this should put North in front. And this will be the first time since the 20-minute mark of the first quarter. The Swans kicked 9 goals in the first quarter and 10 in the second to lead by 5 goals at half-time in a very high-scoring game, but North have come back, particularly in that third quarter when they kicked 6 goals to 2. Carey from only metres out. Gets the goal. We have a new leader. Second goal for Wayne Carey. And North are 20-18, leading Sydney 21-8.
Well, it was a probably a suspect mark, I thought, paid to Scholl out there on the 50-metre line, and I really thought he played on. Umpire allowed him to take his kick, but what a great mark by Carey. Gallagher rucking nicely. Tunbridge gets the tap out, goes wide to the wing. The fight is on. Murphy dispossessed by Rock. Rock goes back to Scholl. Scholl's kick. 35-40 metres towards North Melbourne's goal. Wide at half forward. McCarthy into the play. Short pass. a little too short for Longmire. Kick off the ground goes back to McCarthy. Shot for goal by McCarthy is across the face and through for one behind. Should have handballed, Drew, do you think?
Oh, he had a couple of players right in front of goal.
Well, it's amazing. Those goals, when they loom up, players can't get them out of their mind.
Well, in a game where we've had 41 goals kicked, I suppose it's fair to say plenty of players have seen the goals and gone for them. Gallagher from behind, all North Melbourne at ground level at the back of the pack. Larkin dishes off the hand pass to Dwyer, making a return to league football today. Short pass to Smith on the 50-metre line. In a hurry over the top to Rock. Awkward one for him to mark. Henwood straight at it. Got rid of Rock easily. But Henwood's kicked no distance out of defence. Ramiro, back he goes. Dwyer spinning. Gets it away to Larkin, but it fell short of him. Socket off the ground by Mitchell. Williams in the middle, dragged to the ground.
Should be penalised.
And the umpire's going to pull it up, and the North fans going crook at that.
Well, I like to see the player who's tackled well and taken to the ground not penalised, particularly if nothing he can do about moving it on. But I thought Greg Williams there had some chance. Kick off the ground by Scholl, goes to centre forward. Carey, good play too. He's still got the footy. Now he moves it out, but he's being penalised. And 1 minute you get it not being paid, the next minute you get it being paid. Free kick to Carey. Up towards full forward. Longmire, hindered by a leg injury, close to the boundary line. Keeps it in, shoots for goal. It comes around, but not enough. And it's through for John Longmire's fifth behind. 2-5 to the champion North Melbourne full forward. 98 goals last year, but struggling in the early part of season 1991.
Well, last week, Sydney led against Essendon and were overrun. Will the same happen again? Oh, good mark by Gallagher, who's played an excellent game for North in the ruck. Ex-Carlton man. Actually, North have been in games early, but have been overrun, been beaten by 12 goals in their last 3 games. The pattern this time is looking a little bit different. Kick by Gallagher wide. Carey, the hand pass into Spargo. Spargo can't quite break the tackle. Back to Larkin on the 50. Wide for Chandler. Chandler on the left boot. Hoists it high. Difficult one to mark. Smith, the best man there for North, and outnumbered about 3-1. Henwood traps it to Mitchell. Mitchell out of the back pocket. Chandler again, who is...
Oh, it's against Brayshaw on Lewis.
A shepherd off the ball.
Keeping him out of the marking contest. It was a great decision by the umpire. Lewis's kick up towards half forward. Love and Ross Smith. The ball goes over for a boundary throw-in. Dale Lewis, he's been a little quiet. He's had 10 kicks and 1 mark. Kicked a goal. Bays. Gallagher gets the tap out. Goes down to the front. Williams tries to tap it on. But to no avail. We'll have another boundary throw-in. Swans player preparing to come on is Mackenzie. And the other player on the bench for the Swans at the start of this quarter is Neil Cordy. Mitchell's kick is smothered. They've got the numbers though. Mitchell's a chance to get another possession. He does, but it doesn't go very far. Pulled off the football. Now North Melbourne. Chandler goes to Larkin. Larkin with strength. Have a look at this guy do something with the football, constructive. 3 bounces. Kicks to the front. Looking in there for Longmire, and Longmire doesn't let him down. He marks 40 metres from goal directly in front. Love to watch Matthew Larkin. Very, very well proportioned. Controls the footy at all times. Now Longmire shooting for goal. It's a goal. Longmire kicks his 3rd goal. He's kicked 3-5. And North Melbourne, they get out to a 2-goal advantage, and they've started this last quarter very, very well.
Well, the Swans have come to a bit of a standstill. They've kicked just 2 goals, 2 since half-time after being 19-6 to the long break. Greg Williams, absolutely brilliant. And that is holding the ball. Kelly, no whistle on it. Comes back to Williams, wide for Kappa. Kappa can't quite get to it. Look out, here comes Martin. And Kappa, I think, was out before he kicked it. Oh, the umpire's free kicked him. Oh, I'd like to see that again.
Over the boundary line.
I think dead set. I think the boundary umpire was struggling to keep up.
Oh, that's ridiculous. And in a close game, that could come down to a very, very awkward decision.
Warwick Kappa kicked 5 goals to half-time and has had a tough time getting it since then. At the back of the pack, Williams. Well, he couldn't get possession that time. Rock took it away off the ground. Chandler, who's Williams' third opponent in the centre. Spargo, been a star. He was the first centreman for North and kicked a couple on Williams. Romero, Longmire can't mark. Here comes Carey. He's had a great duel with Tui, and he hasn't been dominant at all, Wayne Carey. The hand pass Scholl back to German. In the clear, Longmire. Second in a couple of minutes. A shocking kick, but Smith marks some goals. Third goal to Sean Smith. And North moving away from the Swans now, 22-20 to 21-8.
North Melbourne have kicked the last 6 goals in this match, and they now lead by 18 points. Their last goal being kicked by that man there, Sean Smith. Got a couple of walking wounded. He's one of them. Johnny Longmire looks as though he's on one leg, but they're doing it well. They lead by 18 points. They get clear again. Storitsky gets his right foot to the ball, goes to centre half forward. Oh, they nearly should have taken it again. Tunbridge goes to Lewis. Lewis has got space. Favoured left foot, kicks it high out towards half forward, and a good mark taken by Scholl. A little too tall for David Murphy. Plays on quickly. Left foot kick is a bit of an up and under towards centre half forward. McCarthy. Good mark, John McCarthy. He plays on. He's very definite this afternoon. North Melbourne mark again, Longmire. And their key forwards coming into play now. Carey, Longmire, McCarthy, Sean Smith.
Actually, with stats like that, Longmire should have kicked more than 3 goals.
Well, he was fairly close in that third quarter with 1 or 2 shots, but one hit the post, I think, one straight over the goal post. But this is for his 4th. And it's close, but it's through. So North Melbourne running all over the Swans in the last term. We started with the Swans at that score, and North Melbourne on 132, but the Kangaroos have proceeded to 158. Sydney anchored on the 134.
Well, is it possible for a team to kick 19 goals to half-time and then take a thrashing? It's looking a bit that way at the moment. Gallagher thrashing them in the ruck. McCarthy to Longmire. Ramiro. Jose regains his footing. Beats 1, beats 2. Off to McCarthy. And McCarthy's hit the post. And he is starting to string the behinds together like Longmire was. McCarthy's kicked 1-5.
And that's the third poster they've had in the second half of this game. 2 in the third quarter and 1 so far in this last term. And the Swans being overrun. Tui straight up the ground. Ball holding up a little. North Melbourne mark nearly to Longmire. Taken by Kelly. Tunbridge not ready for it. Kelly takes it from right. It was a free kick, but play will go on. Wheeler running through the centre. Kicks it high towards full forward. Certainly the wind going with North Melbourne. Good mark to Martin, who's kept Kappa goalless in this second half. He's a tough campaigner, is Michael Martin. Kick straight down the ground. Back in towards the centre. Nearly a mark to Carey. Opportunity for McCarthy. Tries to handball it on. Punch by Wright. No one home for the Swans. Wheeler's 1-on-4. Good gather by Rock. Handball over the top. Goes back in towards the centre. German's run down. Could have nearly been classified as a throw. Play on, says the umpire. Fairley gets it. Kicks it across his body, and good control of the footy by Storitsky. Handball is sloppy. Puts Chandler under enormous pressure, but he gets the hand pass away. Now coming back to recover with Storitsky, and he does it well. Spargo, handball over the top. Into goals goes Sean Smith. It's close, but he missed to the left. And Sean Smith has kicked 3-2 for the Kangaroos. 23-22, plays 21-8. Difference 26 points in favour of North Melbourne.
And the Swans led by 30 points at half-time. Greg Williams has been superb. McCarthy off to Scholl. Craig Scholl on the run. Centres for Carey. Over the top, Henwood. Excellent mark. Stayed on Longmire all day, and Longmire 2 goals this quarter. Now, Sean Smith has played an unbelievable game. That's his 8th mark. He's coming up for his 19th possession. Can he jump?
Good hands too, Drew. Oh, great hands there.
And that right thigh heavily strapped. He doesn't look 100% fit even. Well marked by Toohey. The Swans need something out of this. Off the hands, fairly back there. Wide for Brayshaw, number 44. Good hand pass on the turn. Larkin. North running well at the moment. Rock. Beaten by Mitchell in the first half. Rock pops it wide. German, top player for North. Peter German thumps a right footer. Longmire came from behind to work in front and beat Henwood again. So John Longmire looking for his 3rd goal for the quarter and his 5th for the game. Be tough for the Swans to come back from here. Longmire's done it. (24-22 to 21-8). And it's a 32-point lead to North. Incredible.
Aggregate 300 points for what it's worth.
And another goal and a behind to equal Bob Cowper on this ground.
Is that right? 307?
Yep.
What a great score by Bobby Cowper. But getting back to the footy, John Longmire's got 5 goals. So he's now equal. Highest individual goal scorer for the day. Gallagher gets the tap out. Rock can't break clear. Chandler can't break clear. And the umpire will call for a bounce. Done a great job, Jeff Chandler, in the second half. He went on to Greg Williams, I think, in the second term. You may have mentioned, Drew, he was Williams' 3rd opponent. And Williams was dominant in the first half with 24 possessions. He's had 35, but 11 in the second half is nowhere near the 24 that he had, which were fantastic, giving everyone a chance to run into the open with short passes or hand passes. So Chandler's negating effort on Greg Williams certainly has had a lot to do with North Melbourne getting back into this game. Gallagher, Tunbridge, taken by Dwyer. Dwyer's kick to centre-half forward. Romero, good roving. Tap on is really not effective enough for Peter German. Peter German goes after it again. Dennis Carroll has been out of it in the second half. Wheeler's caught with the footy. Could be penalised. No. Larkin, again, look at him. Takes those 3 or 4 real decisive strides to get into the clear and then delivers the ball beautifully to Carey about 45 metres from goal. Carey to an unguarded goal, kicks and kicks another North goal.
Today's game is part of the Carlton and United Breweries 1991 AFL Premiership season.
Another very high-scoring game at the MCG. In the end, it was North Melbourne by 54 points. Longmire 5 and Spargo 5, the major goal kickers for Sydney. Kappa 5 and 4 each to Love and Mitchell. We still have 5 games to complete the round. Over Saturday and Sunday, Geelong to play the West Coast in the match of the round out at VFL Park. West Coast have made no changes to their side. At Carlton, 3 changes. Silvani is in their side after 1 week suspension. For Essendon, Watson and Salmon, 2 or 4 changes. They're back in the side. Hawthorn, interestingly, Hall and Mew in their side for their clash down at the North Hobart ground on Sunday. And the other big game, of course, Adelaide and Footscray starting at 5:30. Eastern summertime. Negri has been omitted from the Adelaide lineup. Hope you enjoyed the footy today. Hope you can join us over the weekend. A very good night to you all.